Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my first reaction videos, and we're gonna watch a video where this dude is gonna hit 1,000 backhands every single day. For how long? For a week. It's him, and we just jump in right into the video and do the first ever reaction video on my channel. So that's the video. We just start, and I will give you a short, short insight on what I think about the video. And yeah, let's just start in here. From winners only, I'm gonna tag the channel. I don't have a backhand. Winners only tennis. Go and follow also the winners only channel.
If y'all have watched any of our videos, you know I can't hit a backhand. Like, I actually avoid that thing like the plague. I analyzed our past 3 Sunday sets, and in 3 sets of tennis, I hit 6 backhands. And of those 6 backhands, only 1 of them landed in the court. So
I mean, that's probably like all of us, like more or less the same in our like level, right? So the backhand is not the
I
perfect.
am on a quest to see how quickly I can develop a serviceable backhand. I picked up a tennis racket a month ago, and based on my research, people are telling me it's going to take me a couple months to a year to develop a good backhand. I simply don't have that kind of time. So for the next 7 days, I'm going to be hitting 1,000 backhands every day and see just how much I can improve. Now, I'm not looking for something amazing. Like, I'm not going to be as good as the GOAT Nick Kyrgios after 1 week of hitting backhands.
The GOAT Nick Kyrgios. I like this guy. Actually, I like him.
But I just want something that I feel comfortable going to in a match on the court. So let's get right into it. Next 7 days, 1,000 backhands every day, winners only. Let's go, let's get it.
Which is already a good thing. I really do like it. He's a completely starter, so really newbie, and very, very interesting topic. Like, how much can he improve by himself without a coach? So very interesting topic.
So the task on day 1 was pretty simple. I needed to start with learning how to actually hit this shot and all the technique that goes into it. So I spent about 2 hours perusing tennis YouTube and trying to find the best videos on how to hit a backhand. I watched both videos on the one-handed backhand and the two-handed backhand because I figured I'd try both and see which one worked better for me. For some reason, I just felt like the one-handed backhand was going to be my shot.
I just have to stop here. He says the one-handed backhand is his shot. Like, just seeing like the 2 motions, I really do like the double-hander way more.
Even though everyone you hear says start with the two-handed backhand.
Which is true. I mean, the double-hander for the beginners is more often slightly easier as the one-hander, but also it depends on the person. Some people, they have just a natural one-hander, so it depends, I would say, but mostly the double-hander is better.
So to get my grip, I took this tip.
Did Winnie there actually, or?
From some YouTube video where you pull it out of your armpit like a sword. Then I got to the one-handed backhand video where
not too bad, like that that sword tip that he says. He says the sword tip that you take a sword out of your armpit is good.
So to get my grip, I took this
What I really don't like is like where he holds the grip. So if you hold a tennis racket, then you definitely have to hold it at the back of the grip. So don't leave a big space here. Like your pinky finger should almost close up with the racket. That's just as a small tip from
some
Shamini.
YouTube video where you pull it out of your armpit like a sword. Then I got to the one-handed backhand. Quickly learned that, yeah, it's probably not for me.
Yeah, I mean, we can start like a little bit showing like why the backhand, like the one-handed backhand didn't work. Like the biggest mistake of most of the people is like they turn while they hit the shot. So the left arm needs to go like backwards, so the chest stays sideways. That will be a tip here that I would give right away. So he's turning a lot. As you see the finish, it's like completely rotated, but
yeah,
it's just like a small tip.
It's probably not for me.
Whoops, home run. Start running, my friend.
Then I started getting into the two-handers, and I'm not gonna lie, it was ugly early, but
that looks, I mean, that looks already not too bad. I mean, that looks already very good.
They got
to be honest.
comfortable way quicker than the one-hander.
How windy is it, that place?
The one-hander just felt completely foreign, and this felt like something that I could build on. I'm gonna be real, this was exhausting. The act of shagging these balls absolutely sucked.
But you can tell where the wind goes because look at all the balls. All the balls are going, like, easier to pick up the balls actually.
Learned a couple things. 1, one-handed backhand, not for me. We're gonna scrap that. 2, This takes a lot of time. It took like 2.5 hours to hit 1,000 backhands. This is gonna be a long week.
2.5 hours every day? That's solid.
So on day 2, I returned to work after the holidays, which was gonna be an issue to try to fit both 1,000 backhands and a 9-to-5 job in. Yes, I know, despite our massive YouTube success, I still have to work a 9-to-5 job. Now I was taking calls and still practicing my backhand, just constantly thinking about ways to get better. And then I started to head to the court.
Guys, that slow motion move looks amazing.
Constantly thinking
like from here, from top,
about ways to get better.
dropping down the racket, hitting point here perfectly. The arms are almost extended, looks good. After the shot, the tip of the racket like points to the opponent's side. That's very good. And then also the tip of the racket is the first part of the racket that all goes over the shoulder. Bro, you did a good job.
I'll be done by the end of the day.
Yo, the goal today, super easy. Quality reps, swing easy. Don't focus on hitting hard. Get it in, hit the sweet spot. Let's get it.
So the jump from day 1 to day 2 was actually massive. I felt super comfortable right off the bat hitting these backhands. I think me focusing on slowing it down and really honing in that form and hitting the sweet spot was super, super helpful. I started to get really comfortable throughout the day, started to pick up the pace, and
very good.
I was really happy with my progress.
And you know what? It's very interesting. I mean, he does a lot of things right, but let's go back to the first couple of backhands.
I felt super comfortable right off the
Like the first thing is very important, like the right leg. See how he jumps,
See how he
jumps with his right leg now while hitting the shot. So he stands there, and now while hitting the shot, he's jumping with the right leg. Look at just at that leg here, the front leg.
I felt super comfortable right off the bat.
Like jumping a little bit over. So that's losing the balance, not really good. So you have to have a solid stand with your left leg, and then hitting the shot with a balanced body.
I think me focusing on slowing it down and really honing in that form and hitting the sweet spot was super, super helpful.
And you see, the more he progresses, the better it gets.
Started to get really comfortable throughout the day.
Here, like standing there, hitting, the back foot comes across very good. So he does a lot of things right here.
I was really happy with my progress.
Very good.
Very good. Day 3. We're filming a Sunday set this morning, so I wanted to come here early, get some backhands in. Didn't bring the slinger machine, but I'm gonna get some wall work in. Probably hit like 250 before we play a match, just kind of warm it up. And then I'll go back this afternoon with the slinger to hit the rest of my 1,000. Let's get it.
So when it came to using the wall, I either had no idea what I was doing or just wasn't good enough to use it effectively. Probably a mixture of both, but it wasn't super helpful.
Don't agree. These kind of exercises is very helpful. Like even, I mean, I can imagine he's like, okay, what am I doing here? It's not really good. But that touch, the feel of the ball, you have to like kind of get a rhythm there. The feel is there. Using the left arm, using the, like, you know what to do there. I think it's pretty helpful to just go on the wall and hit like, even like very close to the wall, just like some shots there. It's, I think it's good.
The work I was doing clearly hadn't paid off yet, as I got embarrassed 6-0 in our Sunday set, and my backhand was still a joke. So I was super disappointed with the way that I played, so I headed to the court straight after work, get the rest of those backhands in, really focus on form, and
what do you really see on a lot of backhands? That he's falling back. So hitting the shot, and right after the shot, he's falling back on his back foot. That's a typical mistake from the beginners. You should focus on stepping onto the front foot and then finishing off and getting the weight on the front leg.
Doesn't really look half bad here. If you have any tips, I would love to hear them in the comments.
Romani, telling you, my friend.
Days 4, 5, and 6 were really a steady grind. I started by doing this drill that I found on Instagram where you really focus on the left hand, create more spin, and it actually helped a ton. Big shouts to Darby here on the assist. She's the GOAT. So day 5, I started focusing on integrating some backhand slices because I thought those could help my game. And then
backhand slice is tough to train like in when you really begin.
Day 6, I focused on placement, which I hadn't really thought about before. Some weird thing started happening where literally everywhere I went, I was doing these air backhands. It's all I could think about. And even when I went to bed at night, I mean, my dreams were just overtaken by backhands.
Yeah, right. Of course. Solid. Ah. Solid.
I opted for the 6:30 wake-up call because I was so ready to get these backhands over with.
Wow.
And I mean, look at the morning we had. What a day to have a day. Let's get right into what everyone's waiting for, the before and after. And man, I really forgot how bad it was at first. Like, I was absolutely terrible. Honestly, some of them on the left just make me laugh. Like, look at this one. Like, that is just embarrassing. Now let's take a few moments to just bask in the progress that I've made.
Very, very good. The progress is amazing. But now, what I wanted to show you here, if he could just take his left leg and come across and bring the left leg around here, finishing like with a shoulder wide stand, a balanced stand. Very, very good.
Now, practice doesn't make perfect, but it certainly does make better, and I'm pretty proud of the improvements I've made. I think with coaching, this could get even better. So thank you all for watching the video. Let me know what you think of my progress in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss any more winners only content. Peace.
Very, very, very good stuff. And that's very interesting, guys, because as I said, it's just some little adjustments. It's not much, and that shows how much you can improve with just hitting like 1,000 backhands for a week. For me, very, very interesting to see how easy it is to get better in tennis. So go out there, play tennis, get a slinger bag. If you need a slinger bag, of course, you can ask winners only. Can ask me. We have some cooperation to Slinger. It's a good tool to just go out and hit some balls. And he did hit 7,000 backhands, and he's playing that different. Guys, go out on the courts, hit some balls. Don't forget also to like and subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments how would it work for you to play like that amount of shots. Yeah, try it out and tell me how it worked. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you up next in the next reaction video. Ciao, ciao.